We have exclusive new details on Paul Walker's shocking death. We have the very latest on what went wrong. I'm Terrence Jenkins, along with Kat Sadler and Jason Kennedy.
Yes, Juliana Rancic is off tonight as we uncover Paul Walker's heart-wrenching final moments and how his daughter is coping with the devastating news.
Plus, Paul's father is breaking down in an emotional new interview. Here's what we now know about the tragedy.
The vehicle hit a tree and a light pole.
We heard a massive explosion.
The vehicle was fully engulfed.
He watched two of his friends burn to death. That was the hardest part for me.
Still so many tears. So many questions.
It just doesn't make sense.
And much social media speculation.
He died cold.
Involving Paul Walker's sudden and tragic death. While the Los Angeles County Coroner's Department continues its investigation tonight, we're piecing together the final moments of the 40-year-old actor and father's life.
He's comfortable, cracking jokes with everybody.
This video shows Paul less than an hour before he died, standing next to the Porsche belonging to his good friend Roger Rodas. Roger, seen here on Facebook, was driving the car in which they both were killed.
The atmosphere is great. Toys for Todd Drive.
Another friend, Jim Torp, was with the two at a charity event in Valencia, California on Saturday afternoon.
When we were winding down, they were getting ready to park a Porsche, and they just had to take it. They were only gone for 5 to 6 minutes. We heard a massive explosion. Paul's friend, Newt, close friend that he grew up with, did everything he could to try to get him out of the car, but the car was just engulfed in flames. Sheriff's deputies were here. They rolled on the scene at the same time. Newt went over to the car. He was trying to get Paul out, and he was fighting with the sheriff because that was his best friend. And the sheriffs detained him and put him in the car so, he wouldn't get hurt.
We responded in, and it appears that speed might have been a factor.
According to web reports, there may have been something mechanically wrong with the car.
I'd like to know how they lost control of the car because they're both experienced drivers, and this is a straightaway.
Yesterday, Tyrese Gibson, Paul's The Fast and the Furious co-star, walked around the crash site, and as fans silently looked on, he placed a flower on the ground.
That was probably a ridiculous time.
Paul's father was inconsolable while talking to CBS News on This Morning.
Every time I saw him, I told him I loved him. And he said the same thing.
Paul had a 15-year-old daughter, and we'll have much more on her later. And as Facebook videos of the immediate aftermath go viral, we uncovered even more family heartbreak.
Roger's son saw the smoke, and I think he's 8 or 9 years old. The saddest part about the whole story for me is when Roger's wife came there, not knowing what had happened, and the little boy told his mom.
As for Paul's projects, Enews' Learn Fast and Furious 7 producers canceled today's scheduled filming.
I'm Paul Walker, starring in The Fast and the Furious.
And for now, we leave you with this PSA given to Enews in 2001, which shows Paul always cared about his fans.
All the racing stunts in our film were performed in a staged environment by professionals. So with that in mind, be smart, drive safe, and stay legal.
Oh, so tragic.